What is up, everybody? It is me, TheOllyfin, and today I'm going to be doing a podcast here with Riddle Portal, Matse, and Riddle. Say hi, guys.
Hello.
Hello.
And hey, guys.
So, we're going to be pretty much talking about what we would like to see in the third upcoming Ace of Spades, or the so-called block and load, and what we would think would be good for, like, competitive-wise of Ace of Spades. So, Matse, you got anything to say? What would you like to see?
Yeah, so basically, as I always say, basically the performance is the biggest problem. I know it wouldn't take too long to go to complete new engine, and this would be then really 2020 or something, whatever. So, but yeah, please, the thing, wow, it's just so annoying. If you play this game and have so heavy lags, even with a good computer.
Yeah.
I mean, just improve this. Somehow, I don't know how. But yeah, try it, please.
Okay. So performance issues is definitely one thing. I've got a pretty decent computer and I can't run Ace of Spades very well. I don't know if it's the same thing about you guys. I know it's the same thing about Chronic Portal though. He's got render distance issues or whatever.
Yep.
So has anybody else got anything to say about performance, or we'll move on?
One thing only to add. I mean, I can run it on 60 frames constantly, but instantly. If, for example, I start stream, I drop instantly on 22 frames.
Same with my recording, actually.
Yeah, and even without streaming, I just randomly drop frames.
Yeah.
That's just annoying.
Okay, so has anybody got anything else to say? Riddle, maybe?
Not about the server engine.
Okay. So we'll move on. Has anybody got anything to state, like maybe gameplay-wise?
Well, one thing that I've always thought strongly about is since Ace of Spades is quite a competitive game, there's a massive clan competitive side of it.
Yeah.
They should really get a clan system running in the actual game itself.
Yeah, that has been a definite, like, a proper big thing for a long time. Example, like Counter-Strike, we have an in-game clan system. We would really appreciate that in Ace of Spades, to be honest.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be anything really complex and everything. It just has to be somewhere how you can create a tag and invite people that play it to.
I don't really want
that tag.
Yeah, I don't really want like Chronic TheOllyfin or whatever on my name anymore. I pretty much want to have TheOllyfin on other games, and then when I go into Ace of Spades, I would like to have Chronic TheOllyfin already
as a prefix.
Yeah, exactly.
On your name.
Like it's a little bit embarrassing if you go onto a game where you're absolutely terrible and you got like MLG as your clan or whatever. Not like I've experienced that or anything, but yeah. So competitive wise, I think Ace of Spades has definitely got a lot of potential. Like with the prefab placements and everything, it's just the lack of players and pretty much like the company, to be honest. They don't really care about getting big events. They've started off with the World Cup, but yeah.
Well, it's hard to make a big event in a game like Ace of Spades where there's not actually that many people around in the community side of it.
Yeah, true.
Trying to get people together for a big event, also with the time zone issues and everything, and the limitations with prizes, because majority of people will play for a prize.
Yeah.
It's just very difficult to do. You cannot do it all the time.
But do you guys also agree that it has the like qualifications, so to say?
It has the potential.
Yeah, it has the potential to
qualifications to.
This is Denglish.
Switzerland. No, it has like the potential to become a competitive game. Like I was watching a video a couple of weeks back about what a game would need to have to be competitive, and pretty much it needs to has a simple goal or a simple kind of
objective.
Yeah, and you need like viewers who don't know anything about the game need to watch it and then say, oh, I know what's happening. These guys are winning. You know, they can at least tell that. And it also needs to be very hard to learn, easy to master, but hard to, easy to learn, but hard to master.
Basically, it's just easy to run around, you can shoot someone. It's very easy control-wise.
Yeah.
Very easy to learn everything, but to become really good at doing it, it takes a lot of time of practicing and everything. Teamwork, of course, is a big thing.
Definitely. Porter, you got anything to state about the competitive wise, or you got your mic on mute?
He's got his mic on mute.
Yeah, he's got his mic on mute.
I want to add something still. One really big thing is, again, to be competitive, the most people have to know that it could be played competitive. That's the thing. Not many people knows about the forum, for example, the website.
Exactly.
It's no joke.
There's 500 players who actually play the game per day, kinda. But on the
I'd say
forum,
we're about 800, but then on the forums go about 5.
Yeah, exactly. You got 5-10 people. You got 5-10 people.
Them, I guess maybe 40 of 70. Let's say 70 people from them know the forum.
Yeah.
On the website. Basically, it's just maybe add some news or whatever on the front page of the game or whatever.
Yeah, that would be a good thing.
Start connecting them together, as in put forum posts, or not forum posts, but as in announcements onto the game itself.
There was this one thing that Kunar stated a couple days back or weeks back, that she would like to see a forum button, pretty much. And this was asked in the Q&A stream for Ace of Spades.
Yeah, I mean, just look at. I give you example. Let's say Natural Selection 2, for example, has on the front page complete news stuff, and you can read patch notes or whatever. So basically, something like this.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe not this big, but something in this direction.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, the website and the game are two things for them own, in my opinion. Own worlds.
So, news would be needed, a forum button maybe.
Maybe they need to post more, if they're going to be bringing out a new game, they want to be posting a lot more kind of announcements on Steam. Because then that will attract a lot of viewers towards the forums, and then that's where all the events are going to be held.
And even, announcement on Steam, the most people don't read the announcement.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe just in game, so it's all up in your face. You know what I mean? So it really shows you.
Yeah.
It should still look neat.
Or maybe.
Of course. Maybe they could
put maybe an alert up the top of the. If you start the game, maybe it could be on the menu.
Yeah, maybe they could redo the menu, and they have the join game options, the map creator on the left or something, and on the right they have a giant big post saying. Ace of Spades forum, you can see the rest of the news and stuff, and maybe the hot topics at the moment.
Because when you look at it, you go onto the homepage and it's that little bit in the middle, the menu in the middle, and then all of that space around the sides of it for the picture in the background, but that picture could still be there, but everything being slightly transparent and more spread out.
Yeah, exactly. I have had to customize my menu screen because it's just so boring how it looks. Officially, it's just the menu. That's it. Just some random building thing in the background. It's not the most appealing, and it's also not really that appealing for people who the older age, maybe 10-year-olds, 13-year-olds. They come on and they're like, "Oh, cool, look at it," but then when a 16-year-old or something who is a hardcore gamer would come onto it, see that as the title screen. Would just be like, no, I am not going to play this game and get into competitive because look how kiddie it is.
Yeah, it doesn't really jump out at you, does it?
Yeah.
And you see on some games where the whole background, it could be actually a video in a way. Not necessarily a video, but just kind of a...
There's this good... I think I bought it for you, Riddle, but there's a game called...
Blockstorm.
No, not Blockstorm. That's terrible.
The Blockstorm
menu is pretty good, actually.
Menu is quite good. I love the Blockstorm menu.
Yeah, especially how it kind of tells a little story. When you start it off, you see these guys having a campfire, and then you click a random button, and it zooms out and goes to the menu screen. You see these guys trying to shoot these.
Yeah, talking about that.
Yeah.
In the new game, it would be good if they had more animations, because in the old game, the sprinting the gun would disappear. I reckon need some kind of animation.
I think that's one thing as an editor myself, and I think you would also understand, Portal, is that we want to have like aiming in models. Maybe it's not like the first thing, but we want to have maybe running in. You like see the gun bobbing up and down or whatever.
It is a bit OP right now in the current game.
Yeah.
It is. I mean, you can just aim in instantly, pretty much.
The bobbing up and down thing.
Oh. Okay.
So
that's the technical term. Bobbing up and down thing.
Bobbing up and down thing. Yeah. So animations would be good. It's not urgent, obviously. It's just for people who really want to do edits or videos. It makes the game more appealing, to be honest. Like in Call of Duty, you would see black scoping as a thing. You don't aim in, you just randomly shoot, and it still counts as a quick scope. But I would love to see that in Ace of Spades, so you have more skill level when you're shooting a sniper or even a rocket launcher or whatever.
Yeah, because right now it's just too easy. You can just aim in pretty much within a couple of seconds.
Exactly. The quick scoping in this game, that's one thing I don't want to see go. I don't know how they would do it if they had animations. The quick scoping in this game is very unique and is kind of, proper to Ace of Spades. I don't know what I was trying to attempt there with a word, but yeah, it is very...
a counter argument would be some people in the current community, they kind of hate quick scopers.
Yeah, I personally think it's a part of Ace of Spades now.
Mm-hmm.
Like it
There's
wasn't.
Loads of people doing it competitively.
Yeah, it's pretty much every sniper needs. If you're a pro sniper, you need to know how to quickscope. To be honest.
A day in the life.
Which kind of came up like unintentionally in a way.
Yeah, I remember the update. They like sped up the aim in time and.
No, it's not because of that. It's the fact that because when they added the lasers, you don't want the enemy to see where you are when the lasers are, so of course quickscoping, you're doing it so quickly that you can't really follow the laser.
That's pretty much how that's how I started quickscoping.
Unintentionally, that's where quickscoping came from, was because of the laser.
That's a good thing. The first time I got like into quickscoping, I was really young. I got a video of it somewhere. I think I actually took it down because I sounded so childish or something. But anyway, I pretty much decided, hey, there's a new update. Can I actually quickscope now? I quickscope, and I just like fell in love because it looked so skillful. And I've never actually had a proper game at that time that I could quickscope in.
Twilight going on there.
And then I got into trying to camouflage my laser, and I was one of them people who just quickscope all the time.
Yep.
And then I got into the competitive play when I came back to the community. And that's pretty much when I started maybe hard scoping a little bit, drag scoping, and got into like the competitive side of it. But yeah.
But yeah, I reckon more animations would be good.
Yeah, definitely.
What about sound effects?
Sound effects wise,
as
I can't help you with this one. I can't help you with this one because I've changed around.
If you need more sound effects, you're gonna need more weapons because in the current game, it kind of looks unfinished. They've got a couple of models.
It does kind of look unfinished.
Like when
I first came to the game, I was asking people, like, where are the other guns? Like there was only a couple of guns just in front of me, but there were other slots, like other kind of.
I was always thinking you can unlock new weapons with getting a higher level.
Now, see, I grew up with Ace. I was one of the first people to get Ace of Spades, and well, not the first people. I like pre-ordered the game and everything. And when I got it, I did know that it's not finished yet and everything. But I still feel like they need more weapons to appeal to more players.
They do.
They definitely need more weapons. But that's the thing. There's just so much updates that they need to add that they might as well just make a new game or whatever.
I reckon they should like kind of add a bit like Black Ops 2. They should add kind of like a kind of theater mode where you can like replay stuff.
I think.
I reckon that'd be a bit hard to do though. I don't know.
No, I think pretty much the whole replay thing in the theater mode. I think it's a good idea, but I think it would take away Ace of Spades' like personality, so to say. Like if you add something that you can only find in like mainstream FPS games like Call of Duty or whatever, it won't appeal to. It will just say, oh, this is another FPS, and you can look, you can place bricks now. Okay, cool. I don't think it would work that good.
I think you don't need to add something like replays. The thing is, you'd have to improve the spectator mode a lot. That's one thing. It's just wow.
Yeah, let's just fix the camera angles on the spectator as well.
No, I mean you maybe can just
maybe you could see first-person view. That would be a good
Yeah,
thing.
that would be really good. They need to.
Also, you see the hills maybe sometimes.
Yeah.
Just
Or even better, this would be a good idea. It hasn't been done in any game. You could actually see the iron sight, even if they're not aiming in. You could like see from the the gun's point of view.
Yeah.
But yeah, what another thing is maybe just how I'm not sure. I know it couldn't be. I'm not sure. Yeah, it could be possible or not. But yeah, mod based maybe. This could be also a way how to fix maybe the weapon problem. Just give the ability to mod, and some servers could enable some of these weapons. Or
I would love to see in the dedicated servers. They obviously have to make them like free. Well, not free, but you could.
Yeah.
You have the option.
Maybe,
you have the option to stream them from your computer or whatever.
But I reckon it'd be a cool addition, like PlanetSide 2, like a massive open world. Well, not open world, but I'd like to see like a lot bigger maps and a lot more kind of population on the server.
Yeah.
Then that'd be more fast.
See, the thing with that being, you need to have like a giant big master server. Like on PlanetSide 2, you have the servers that run that. They have literally 4 servers, I think it is.
Yeah.
And they just stream from every like major continent.
With the dedicated servers, the cost of it they can't really do much about because they weren't the ones who set the cost.
The thing is, they could just
they could release the client, so people at home have the option to, hey, look, I have a spare computer running around. I'm going to make an Ace of Spades server on it.
I mean,
cool.
it costs.
Yeah, that'd be good.
It's 40 euros for me. It's like for the same money I can just get
you could
a
pre-order the
root
new
server.
Advanced Warfare, for example.
No, I can't get a root server for this. I pay monthly the same amount of money and I get a root server. This is just annoying.
Yeah. So, and one thing I would like to see in the dedicated servers is maybe like plugins. So we could maybe say, I don't know. We
Isn't
could.
that in the current one? I thought.
Yeah, pretty much mods. No, there's no. You have like the in-game options to change stuff around, but you don't really have the user like community kind of side of it where you could add certain mods to it.
The other day with Kuno actually with 2 multi-hills and.
Yeah, that's in-game stuff. You can change how many.
Oh, is that in-game?
Yeah, that's in-game stuff.
That's used just to a custom game mode. If you set a custom game to multi-hill, you can change the amount of hills that spawn at once.
Okay, I'm dumb. I didn't know that.
But yeah.
So
plugins are just mods for
one thing I have seen
then.
is that you can, you can go onto gangster mode or whatever. I think we played it when the dedicated server pre-release was out or whatever. And the whole community went around and we were playing gangster zombies, I think it was.
Yeah.
And you could actually pick which gangster you wanted to be in the class screen, and they all had like funny names. They all had funny names, which is pretty cool.
Sammy the Butcher.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. The best.
And I would love to see, this has always been a thing, like a question of mine when the dedicated servers came out, is that maybe you could pick all 6 classes. You could pick between all 6 of them. Like, obviously, the people running the server would have to do some kind of in-game nerf on their server to, like, nerf the classic rifle or whatever. But you could maybe pick between the Deuce, the Marksman, the Commando, the Miner, and the Engineer, the Zombie, and the Gangster.
Well, if the new games come out, I'd also like to see a lot more game modes, like VIP, for example. Like, when I first came in, I came from the competitive Call of Duty side on Xbox. Like, I quite like search and destroy kind of thing. So, like, VIP I went on, but then, like, I reckon VIP would be good with like a lot more classes, maybe. I don't know.
VIP is with the dedicated servers you have now. You have the like you have the 4 classes in VIP. You can play that now, but they should probably add a separate class for the VIP, so you could probably play. You would spawn into something different if you were playing with all 4 classes.
A kind of bomb mode, a bit like search and destroy, for example, it could be different. They could play around with some stuff, but like a bomb-based objective, maybe.
To be honest, I have pretty much forgotten about the bomb mode. Nobody ever plays it anymore, to be honest. It's kind of sad, but
they need a more revamped version of it.
Yeah, but VIP is a very competitive kind of game mode. Like with whole. I was playing it with a guy before, and you really talking like code names. You're like, guy coming from A6 or whatever. And if you're the VIP, it's really, really intense, to be honest. And you get that good feeling if you survive and you've seen the green team's VIP or the blue team's VIP has died, you know, the enemy. And it's really rewarding, but, you know, what?
No, that's why you're going on about it as well.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I've forgotten what I was saying now. Brilliant.
Sorry, I started.
Basically, it's a great competitive mode, but the problem in VIP is just you have a look. First of all, there are just 2 official maps.
Yeah.
Pretty much. The map base for VIP is so low. I mean, and well, you have only one class with just one loadout. You can't change it. It's basically always the same. I mean, if they just add something like just some class for more defensive action, like defending the VIP, or just for one who's more for offensive.
Yeah, maybe like I know it's not really taking part of like the gangster part of this whole thing, but if you think about it, if you Google gangster weapons, then the only things that come up.
You Google that?
You know, I was trying to see when I was young. I tried to see what weapons they could also add into the Valentine's Day Massacre pack when it was like released.
So that's why the police turned up to your door.
No.
Looking up gangster. That more.
So I like looked up gangster weapons on Google Images, and the only thing, don't judge me, the only thing I could find was pretty much, no joke, Molotov cocktails, Tommy guns, and snub-nose pistols. What?
Very original.
Yeah, that's also, but when I Google it, I just find the same thing, and AK-47.
They had that? Yikes, okay.
Yeah, but it was like a different kind.
Well, I suppose at least having the classes the way it is already, it's like, it's not OP. Everyone has the same advantages. It's all balanced. Right?
Yeah, it's balanced, but it's kind of boring, and this
It is
game
kind of
mode...
a bit boring once you've played it over and over again, but
No.
there needs to be like a
game
variety of
modes-
classes. That's saying if VIP does come into the next game. We
The
can
game
see a
mode-
lot more different game modes.
Well, I definitely think it's not really that big of a, like, people don't really take it that seriously. It's competitive, but nobody really looks at it as competitive.
Yeah, there
I
needs to be a
think-
more competitive edge on the
Yeah.
game modes.
I think one reason of this was because it was first of all only available in the DLC, what I sadly bought.
Same.
Yeah,
I was so gutted when they took it out, like when they made it free.
it's so stupid because first of all I got this. Well, first of all, the person who bought this first, they all had this, but nobody was playing VIP. No joke.
Yeah.
There was people playing VIP, but territory control, that is different. That is
No,
Nobody plays
I mean,
that.
when the DLC came out, I mean, basically there was maybe 1 player, 2 players sometimes on a server for VIP, but that's it, and they play it just have maybe still the same experience, and so they don't play VIP.
well
right
when the thing came out, I had like, it was a bank holiday, and I played it, and there was people on. I know that Portal probably has no clue what we're talking about, but when the when the DLC came out, the paid one, I was playing like VIP, and there was a ton of people. There was like 20 people on this game, but territory control has never been a big thing, and I don't really understand. I mean, that's a good game mode, to be honest.
Yeah,
But
it's
you
a bit
need,
like domination, isn't it?
yeah, it's really fun, but nobody ever plays it.
I suppose if you added like the option to have more classes again on that game mode, I reckon I'd have a lot of plays.
Yeah. So, clan-wise, competitive thing needs to be competitive is pretty much the only thing that's keeping Ace of Spades alive at this moment in time.
If they gave you the option
basically.
in the new game to kind of create a clan in game, maybe like kind of a clan profile where you could edit stuff, and then people could find your clan.
I think you would need. I think this would be a good addition if you could have like top players of the clan, and
Yeah,
you would
that'd
have
be
like
cool.
a little. They can cut the people who have been selected can customize like, yeah, I want to have a picture of a marksman holding a pistol, looking really cool, like, you know what I mean. But like just their kind of class, and it would add a little bit more customability to the game. Like coming from Ace of Spades 0.75, that was pretty much community run. Then Jagex bought it, made it into this, which is a completely different game. I agree that they ruined Ace of Spades, but I don't agree that they made a terrible game. This is a good game. It's worth potential. It's just that everybody's judging it because it's called Ace of Spades. I think that's why they're planning on making block and load, because they're not that dumb, to be honest. They are.
As far as I'm aware, they're not planning on renaming Ace of Spades.
They're keeping it the same, are they?
They're keeping it, as far as I'm aware, they're keeping it as Ace of Spades. Block and load is something completely different that people are getting it mixed up with.
Okay.
I don't know.
That could be wrong. That could be completely wrong, but from what I've seen...
Are they allowed to do that? I swear they're just not allowed to post it called Ace of Spades again.
That's actually a good point. If they bought Ace of Spades, why would they change it, to be honest? That's a good point by Riddle. But...
Nowhere have they said that it is purely just by conspiracy on the forums. That's what the whole thing just was. But...
Thing is, though, if they're gonna want to get a lot of players, they're gonna have to push the advertisement of this game, because like Ace of Spades, I mean, it wasn't advertised that well. There were people posting kind of videos on YouTube.
I got a feeling Jagex might have paid a couple of YouTubers to actually do that. There was this guy called Coco Smackdown on the forums. I remember seeing this, but there was he was like getting tortured pretty much. Just people saying you were paid to do this while you don't even like the game and all of this. And the same about this other guy, but I don't remember. He wasn't very successful.
The thing is, are people gonna want to pay for a next game? Like from what they've got, like it's got. If you look on the Steam page, like for me, this game is good. Like there's nothing bad about it in my opinion. Although there's a few stuff that could be kind of tweaked, but
yeah, it's
like it's got quite a lot of. It's already got a bad reputation, if you see what I mean.
Yeah.
Like the people that have already bought the game, what's gonna happen then? Are they gonna want to go buy the second one?
Yeah, exactly.
They've only just gonna done the free weekend. I mean, they got a bit of popularity from that, but it's just gonna be all lost, isn't it?
It's like when they did the DLC, nobody bought it because nobody wanted it. I nearly sweared there, but nobody wanted to. They didn't have that much popularity to put out a DLC. And
well, I'm worth it, sadly.
But I reckon.
Yeah, same here. I was young at the time. I was like, yeah, they got a DLC. I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna get into Ace of Spades, and I thought it would be a really big thing, and it didn't turn out to.
There's not a lot of people that know that this second game's gonna come out. Like from the free weekend and the sale. I mean, they're gonna feel misleaded. I mean, they've only just gone and bought that one, and then the new game's coming out.
That's what I think. I think if they do make a new game, which they probably won't, they probably just put it into updates, hopefully. But if they do make a new game, I think it would come out in late 2015, 2016.
I know this is going to kind of seem impossible, like they're not going to do it, but the people that have already paid for Ace of Spades, maybe they would get a key to this new game. I mean, it's never going to happen.
No,
but,
no, they want money. It's every game company wants money. They're not going to do that. If Call of Duty doesn't do it, or any of these mainstream things with their new games, they're not. Jagex ain't going to do it. We all know them.
And I mean, Call of Duty is the best example for a game that is releasing itself year for year, the same bullshit.
What about the Jagex Genie?
Dude, it's the truth.
Actually, you know what's a good example of all of this like marketing? EA.
Yeah, true.
Jagex are pretty much like the indie developers, or not indie developers.
They are indie.
Yeah, indie developers. EA, pretty much. They're EA in indie.
Indie EA.
Yeah,
okay.
Indie EA. As we've seen with EA,
Indie. Okay.
As we've seen with EA, they like the FIFA series. That is just. I don't understand why people buy that.
Slightly improved graphics. That's about it.
Slightly improved graphics, and hey, you have new exactly. They've never. I actually. I used to. My friend used to play it, and this funny thing is that he was like saying, "Oh my god, in the next FIFA, they're gonna add third-person views. You can actually see from about the top of the head, and then the next one after that, you have first person, so you can see your leg." And God, no.
Dude,
I remember one person was saying to me about how amazing it is because they slightly improved, as in like how the ball would like fall and
Slightly
everything, and like the
improved that,
exact
you could have
like.
fixed it in the old game.
Dude, don't forget Batman Arkham Origins. But this game is great. But yeah, they programmed almost 1 year for the cape engine. Only the cape. That the cape is flying perfect for Batman. But yeah, the game is great. That's no joke. But
No, I
yeah,
don't get
Yeah.
it. It's always the same, isn't it?
I guess
Well, not paid
1
to
year for cape engine, cape like wind reaction or whatever. It's a little over the top, but I guess they did want to get better graphics and make it so it look like it's next gen.
You
And
know
shit.
what would get Ace of Spades a lot of plays?
What?
They should build on the Cry engine. That'd be pretty good.
That would
Dude,
not
the
work.
problem is, first of all, they are an indie developer.
Exactly.
Oh no, but we can dream.
And I don't think they will ever use the CryEngine.
Yeah.
In before EA will buy them.
Maybe Unreal Engine? No, that wouldn't be good.
They would, I think they will just code their own engine or use one of their own engines right now.
Yeah.
Basically.
I reckon also the ability to maybe change the way you look in the.
That's one thing that Sally actually said once. She wants to add like player skin customizable
Maybe
like,
unlockable
options.
items as well, kind of secret unlockables that you can unlock maybe via ranking, or maybe kind of finding Easter eggs, getting killed.
The
with a weapon.
only issue that I can see with customizing your character is the fact that if you customize your character, then other people wouldn't know which class you are playing.
Well,
True.
That's
reckon-
the overall issue that I see with it, as in how much
Yes.
can you actually do to the
Mm.
size of like those characters without changing what the actual class looks
True,
like.
and the teams, they wouldn't know too.
Exactly.
Unless there was an indicator above their head, but
yeah, unless you have
Maybe-
to put a
maybe
certain
not
amount of
the way you look.
purple.
but
But
maybe
then can you imagine how ugly it would look if every single character had like a commando written over their head?
I guess it would be
Marksman.
pretty cool if you had like Steam Workshop integration for items, maybe like different hats and stuff.
Yeah.
Diff-
See, this would have
But-
worked in the
Bit like
classic.
CS2.
This would have worked in the classic mode
Mm-hmm.
because classic mode everybody's the same, and you have the option between 3 weapons or even 1 maybe, and that would have worked. It's like Blockstorm. You're able to customize your character immensely, and they've all got the same weapons, so it doesn't really matter. But just noting what Riddle just said, we've got classes in this game. So maybe hats or some kind of customizable thing for the game.
Some way of customizing your character would be good.
But-
But
yeah.
yeah, maybe
Then
hats.
the
would be
issue
good.
is in customizing characters. Let's look at TF2.
Mm.
You can customize your characters tons. You can add in all sorts of things to make them look from items that you have unlocked.
But the
but-
primary colours always stay the same, don't they?
No, not just that. Yes, the primary colors stay the same, but when you look at them, as in the heavy is much bigger. It's a massive class. The sniper is quite thin. You can, from a distance, you can always tell which class is which, even if they've got customization on it. With the Ace of Spades characters, they are all more or less the same size, same figure, with just some slightly different outfits on them, and for some classes, slightly different size.
They
But
are not.
That's
it's
the thing-
nowhere near like TF2 is, so we cannot customize it nearly as much.
We don't really want it to customize it as nearly as much, but it's kind of just so. This is what I would think would be good if you could maybe have a reward. You win maybe the World Cup or something, and you get the trophy hanging from your belt or whatever.
Yeah, that'll be pretty cool.
Or you pre-order the game, or you donate to Ace of Spades or whatever the hell.
Maybe get a
and-
reskin of a weapon.
Yeah, something like that, or maybe
Like-
just.
Battle scarred rifle or something.
I don't really want to add camos into this game because I think that would be too much like Call of Duty, to be honest, or Counter Strike.
But I reckon different sights, different attachments.
That'd be
pretty-
cool.
Nah,
But
that
then-
would be
yeah.
too much. Pretty
True.
much what I just want to see would be really weapon skins, but yeah.
Weapon skins would be alright.
Yeah.
But skins that everybody's seeing, but not like just everyone can edit their weapon to be a giant.
Penis.
for
It's a scientific term. It's no swear word here. Come on.
No, but to be fair, even though Ollie's saying that, that is actually a very valid point.
That's what I
To
mean.
be honest.
But
It's the
Guncraft.
best terminology is
you
used.
can just imagine that minigun, can't you?
Oh God.
Dang.
Okay. Anyway, it's just like Guncraft does it this way. They have it sent to the developers, which wouldn't work, obviously, but.
Well, I guarantee if you send a massive penis kind of diagram to Jagex, they're just going to decline it. They're not going to put it in the game.
Exactly. That's why they send it to people.
Mm-hmm.
So the guys just have to. They just check the game daily or whatever, and they say, oh, he's made this gun. There's no sexual terms there. Okay, yep, he's gonna have it. Just click a button, and if he comes like a penis or a vagina or whatever.
What are you on about?
Well, you know, if it's just a gun that comes out with like that, then you just click no. Like the Jagex people, you send it to them. They check the game daily. They can at least do that, and then they just go through all of the list of guns that people have made.
Can you imagine if Ace of Spades started growing a bit, and then you log in, okay, come into the office at 9 in the morning, sit down, 5,000 minigun reskins. Except, oh my god, it would be torture.
Oh, yeah.
Half your day just accepting people's skins.
Well, there's it's the typical office work.
Yeah, that's the thing.
And then you want them to like do events, and then you want them to check the forums, and then you want them to stream so and get all of this throughout a small team. And you're just sitting there going, yeah, just click.
Oh fuck.
It's just not gonna work.
I guess we would like to see a in-game like modder or whatever, but yeah, that's a good point. I don't know how they would do it to like get rid of all of the inappropriate stuff. Because there's always going to be that one troll who just makes something that's just what the hell.
Like half the community and all of us when we get bored.
And there's one thing that I've just realised. What happens if somebody makes a gun and turns it into a word?
People vote for it, and it gets.
And then and then it turns it's a word, okay? But that word is Russian. They send it to the Jagex people. The Jagex can't translate it because they don't know what these things are. None of them speak Russian, so they just put it in the game like, oh, it must mean, I don't know, nice or whatever.
I don't think they'll be that
must be nice.
You never know. There might be something.
It must be have a good day.
No, I reckon just kind of maybe not so much names of a weapon, or like not so much names, but maybe different. How to explain
Hold on,
it?
this is just an idea. But what happens if they made? Don't you dare! What happens if there was like a game mode where it's all the juices and they have access to each and every weapon, but they can only pick one of that? Why are you guys even thinking? That's a no-no. Honestly,
I'm just still standing on the point with weapon skins. Well, I guess
Same.
it's.
Well, when you
just...
said.
Not so much weapon names, but different grades of the weapons. So battle scarred, not copying Counter Strike whatsoever.
I was about to say, are you sure you're not going to start copying Counter Strike yet?
Just kind of names.
what, like pixely, blocky, more detailed, 1080p? No.
Ace of Spades AVP.
No, but definitely different grades of a weapon would be cool.
Yeah. Oh, somebody's disconnected. You guys still here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Portal, you still here?
I'm still here. I'm just having to move my mic
Oh,
every now and then.
thank you.
Oh, whatever happened right there. So I'm guess, well, weapon names is something that could be added easily, but yeah.
Okay.
That's just, I mean, the easiest one, I think, but yeah.
Okay. So let's get back onto competitive wise. What would you guys think to improve the competitiveness of this game, to get more players thinking about the competitive side of this?
Well, I already said clan system.
Yeah.
Yeah, the clan system would be a good idea.
Yeah.
Again, more game modes.
One thing it would be good if,
No.
example, people post stuff on, the clan's Steam page or whatever, like news on when they have an event or a 2v2 tournament like in Class X. Half of that clan, I can guarantee you, is not going to check that page for another week or so.
If that.
Yeah, so if you maybe got while you were playing Ace of Spades, or you come on Ace of Spades, you had a tiny little notification saying, "Hey, your clan is having a tournament," or whatever.
Yeah, that'd be
right in the middle of the
the way Infinity Ward did it with Ghost, even
Well,
if it
that's
turned out terrible, they had a way to kind of message a clan through the game.
But yeah, that's exactly what it's just what I already said at the beginning. Some kind of just little news notification inside of the game, and maybe just they also then one small part of it just for tournaments, for example.
Okay.
Well,
what the hell?
That's... Oh god.
Oh
That's
my god.
something that I've actually wanted to do was
What, get your glasses.
To explain.
Okay.
World Cup, like events like the World Cup, they are actually posted a news post on the main page of Ace of Spades, as in on the actual game.
Yeah.
And actually, because can you imagine that we probably would have got more people wanting to get involved if it was advertised on the game itself.
Well, we did get a lot of people. To be honest, we did get a lot of
I'm really
people.
happy about the turnout we did get. Yeah, I'm not saying that was bad or anything. I'm just saying that then, can you imagine a World Cup with twice the amount of teams? As in, it was just, it could have been a lot more. We could have got a lot more teams on there if we had advertised it with the game itself. As in,
and you know, if one of them teams got far, then you know we would have. There would be a lot more clans in the Ace of Spades community or whatever.
Something that I wanted to do was have a ladder tournament. Guessing you all know what a ladder tournament is.
Yeah, of course.
Yep. But it being updated and everything on the website. No, sorry, not on the website, on the game.
Yeah.
And on the game, there was a section they could go into to play a ranked game where, depending on who wins in that game, it'll automatically update your score on the ladder.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. But as far as I'm aware, that's not going to be possible for quite a while.
Yeah, true. Portal. You do know that I'm not actually recording this screen.
Yeah.
So I don't know why you got a picture of me up on the bloody thing. But anyway, yeah, so that would definitely be a thing. Okay.
Okay, I guess this is one good thing, but yeah, it won't happen the next time. Of course. But yeah.
Okay. So I guess we'll end off there now. It's over the time anyway by 8 minutes. So do you guys want to all say bye?
I'm gonna say bye.
Bye.
Yes. See you, and thanks for watching or hearing or whatever.
Our professional show.
So try and get this video noticed. Like, try and get it. You know that Jagex actually noticed this podcast, and we want at least one developer to watch this podcast weekly or whatever. And tune in next week for the new podcast, I guess. Anyway, guys, so thanks for watching and goodbye.